All right, Godlings. It's a nice sunny day. It's Mother's Day, which I don't really celebrate anymore. Maybe I'll get into that in a little bit. But anywho, so yesterday I had a moment, and I don't know. You know what? I don't have a problem not drinking. The last time I got sober, it was like I knew I was done. But it's going through all the crap internally that I was trying to avoid an active addiction. You know, it's a death throes of addiction coming out, right? There's a lot of people here, and I'm not used to all the different energies for a long period of time, so you have to go through that. I do miss my cats. I really miss them a lot. I couldn't take care of them myself at the same time, right? So I was about ready to leave here, not to use, I just didn't want to be here. But I got to learn to deal with it. You know, I have to deal with life on life's terms, and what's that? I was told a long time ago, sober, what sober stands for, son of a bitch, everything's real. But I have a hard time with a lot of personalities here. And, you know, I like to let people be people. People are allowed to be people. But when they start bringing it into, like, not everybody here is to get sober. Lots of people here just to bullshit the system and bullshit themselves and whatever, they can do that. But when I go to AA and expect sobriety there, you know, and then you just got the chairperson sitting there bullshitting everybody and bullshitting themselves, I have a problem with that. It's dishonest. It's like, if you don't want recovery, don't fucking sit here and act like you are, when I know you just got fucking high yesterday and you saying you've been sober all this time. You know, it's just fucking annoying. But anywho, I guess I gotta learn how to deal with it, right? Life on life's terms. Well, the people are going to church this morning, and they asked me if I'm going to church. I'm like, no. I haven't been to church and got off for how long, and I ain't going to start now, you know. But I'm closer to God communing with nature and animals and the squirrels, feeding the squirrels, than in church. Besides, I'm around these people enough where I don't know why they'd want to go hang out in church in the morning, because we're around each other enough. Anytime I can get away from them, it's good, because it's just too much energy again, like I said. As far as Mother's Day, I know not everybody had good mothers, and I'm not blaming my mom at this point, but I got to deal with certain things that happen, I do. You can't just let it go and say, oh, this didn't happen, or, it didn't affect me at all. That's not going to help anything, right? But I know, everybody does best that they can with what they got, and that's okay. I understand that too. And as a parent, I'll tell you, I wasn't perfect. There's trauma I created on my son, I know, and I feel bad about that. But that's the difference. Because when you get to be when you're a parent, when you get to be older, and you look back and you realize the shit that you have done, I think most parents would be like, shit, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean that. I tried really hard. But that's the thing, that you could admit that you were wrong and say, I screwed up. But when you sit there and you say, I didn't do anything wrong, and the problem is just you're the child, blame everything on the child, is bullshit, And I don't have to put up with that. It's one thing to have to deal with the abuse when you're younger, but then when it perpetuates in your adulthood, you can't heal. You can't heal over that. So some people just have to ditch their mothers, and I know it's a taboo thing, because they say, you regret that. And it's like, yeah, well, I regret sticking around and hurting myself a lot longer. So that's all I had for this one. I got another video coming up here, and this one's getting long enough. But yeah, I'm just trying to work on self-care. I'm digging deep this time, rooting out all the traumas and the past pain and various other issues, self-esteem issues, and try to root those out, because those are the issues that make me want to use and drink and keep myself sick. So the idea is that I root those out, or deal with them the best I can. Those are some of the things that I didn't get to last time when I got sober, so I got to dig in there, because those are the things that make me want to use. The drinking is just a symptom of deeper underlying issues. So that's where I'm at. Not always easy, and I knew it wouldn't be easy, but I'm working hard. Love you guys.